Yeah.
Sir, is everything all right tonight, sir?
Is there indication that everything wouldn't be all right?
Well, it's a little odd to come to...
I'm done. Am I being detained?
A little odd, pulled in, turn your lights off.
Yeah. Am I being detained?
You got an ID on you, sir?
Am I being detained?
You got an ID on you, sir?
Am I required to provide ID without being arrested in the state of Texas? I don't have anything else to say. Are you accusing me?
Do you have anything illegal on the vehicle, sir?
No, I don't.
Did you search the vehicle? Is anything you might find?
No.
There's nothing you find?
There's nothing illegal in my vehicle.
Okay, we're going to canine out here. They find anything?
No, because I don't use drugs.
Do you have any weapons in the car, sir?
No.
I'm going to do my first question. What brings you out here? Why are you...
That's my personal business. I'm not violating any law. I'm not bothering anybody. And I don't feel like answering questions.
Why are you so agitated?
You are surrounding me for doing nothing more than sitting in a parking lot.
I'm just talking to you.
No, you're surrounding me. 1, 2, 3.
Do I know you?
Do I know you?
Do they know you?
Do they?
Okay,
do
so
I know
we're
them?
coming out on a vehicle with someone we don't know.
Right.
So we're going to check.
Yeah, you're harassing someone. You're harassing someone who's just sitting here.
I'm not harassing. I'm asking you questions.
Okay, and I'm done answering questions. Have I violated the law?
I was just asking you questions.
Am I required to answer any more
Why
questions?
are you so agitated?
Am I required to answer any more questions, sir?
Of course.
I'm not a criminal, and I'm not doing anything illegal.
Hang on. I can hear them over you complain.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Hang on, please. What are we doing?
Everything's legal on the vehicle.
Sorry about that, sir. They couldn't hear me.
I
couldn't hear
understand.
them over
I'm not doing anything illegal.
You said you were just sleeping?
That's what I'm going to be
What's wrong
doing.
with that, man?
Well, there's something wrong with it when everybody surrounds me like I'm a criminal.
It's like I said, we're coming up to something we don't know.
But again, what's your concern with someone sitting in a parking lot? It's your intent of your approach in the first place. Your cause for approaching me.
Suspicious vehicle.
Am I still suspicious?
Until I get everything returned, everything comes back clear, then yes.
Okay. Do we have anything else to talk about until then? Because I guarantee nothing's going to come back wrong with the vehicle.
They're just talking.
Everything's legal.
Sorry, what were you saying, sir?
Everything's legal. The vehicle.
Okay. I got no reason not to believe it. Well, I'll tell you this, man. If you do see anything else that looks weird, just call.
Is there anything else?
No, man.
Okay. Have a good evening.
You too.
A couple points to be made here. These alleged officers are not working security for this church, and they cannot be the complainants for trespassing. I said the church doesn't have a problem with me parking there, because at that point I had no knowledge they did, and if the church didn't want me there, well, they could just come out and tell me to leave, and I would, and I'd be sure not to return to their church for any reason. By this alleged officer's admission of illogic, anyone pulling into a parking lot and then turning their lights off when they turn their car off would be suspicious. This makes me wonder if these wannabe hero clowns in the gang costumes ever get anything done other than patrolling parking lots to claim suspicion of all drivers who pulled in and shut their lights off. I chose to answer a few of his questions because I figured he might step deeper into his own BS and ignorance of rights if he stayed on the scene longer. You can consider it an I answer questions so you don't have to scenario. Like the old adage, give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves. However, did you hear him say, I'm just asking questions? No, he was not. He was interrogating. Do you like shooting puppies, officer? That's just a question. How much have you had to drink tonight? Or if I run a canine around your vehicle, will it alert to anything? Or do you have any weapons? Those are interrogation questions. When I stated everything was legal with the vehicle, he responded that he had no reason not to believe me, yet he was running the VIN of the vehicle to confirm what he claims he had no reason to doubt. Like I said, illogical, brainwashed, lying, wannabe heroes in their own mind, and often tyrants. He asked me twice why I was so agitated, while 3 armed, probably scared of their own shadows officers surround me, interrogate me, attempt to compel me to aid them in an investigation against myself to use as evidence against me, because I parked in a parking lot and turned my headlights off. The mere fact he can't recognize why someone might not want to have anything to do with his ignorance in this situation proves his ignorance in this situation. He asks if he he knows me, as if my not knowing him or his fellow thugs isn't relevant, and that his badge somehow magically makes him trustworthy and erases all of the ignorance we see from the current era of law enforcement today. He asked if I had any weapons in the vehicle. First off, he needs to more narrowly define the word weapon, because many people are capable of efficiently using many items, pens, keys, flashlights, and more as weapons. Further, he was asking about a pocket knife? I don't know. Was he asking about a pen? I don't know. A straw someone could shove into his eyeball and remove his depth perception and reduce his vision and responsiveness? I don't know. Was he referring to the human hand that could be used to push the nose cartilage into his brain or crush his tracheal rings, which some people can do? I don't know. These open-ended questions and broadly defined words are exactly what they use to try to find articulable reason to escalate. Notice how he uses the word sir as he addresses me? Very professional, right? Hey, before you get too excited about that, I'd like you to imagine a scenario where I'm kicking you repeatedly while telling you, I'm here to help, sir. I'm here to help, sir. Over and over. Does the fact I use the word sir change anything about the fact I kicked you repeatedly? Here's a hint. No, it does not. He asked me to report anything suspicious, and the first thought I had while he was standing there was this. Sure, hero. I'd like to report 3 gang-attired clowns hanging out in a gravel driveway looking for someone to harass so they can feel they're heroes who've earned their pay. Who then, while being armed, tyrannical bully thugs surrounded someone on suspicion for simply pulling into a parking lot and not just letting the battery die when that person decided to turn off his headlights. Who do I report that to? Oh, that's right. Your alleged heroic profession has almost no accountability. You shoot puppies, you jump in front of cars so you can claim fear and mag dump into someone, you negligently shoot people, and more, all while claiming fear, then turn around and wonder why you were so hated by so many. If you had anything in your heads but brainwashing and idiocy, you'd know why your profession has lost so much respect. Also, you would have offered me some water, or a burger and fries. Then maybe you could argue you were trying to help. No, you were there to investigate, escalate, articulate, and violate. But that's a different story. Also, for the record, as I always say, there are many good officers in the profession, and there are also many idiots, and tyrants, and thugs, and bullies. You can decide for yourself who's who. For right now, I'm moving on.